Hello, everybody. It's me, CJ Miller. I'm in my kitchen in my apartment downtown Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Please come check us out. Now, this is just some quick tips. No big deal. No big deal on this. I'm not doing a big long menu, a big long thing for food. But I needed to clear some things out of the fridge. So I cooked ahead. I've got one piece of chicken left from the other day when I did the meal, and probably in my to go when I saved it, when I made that big meal for the three people. I have about a piece of chicken left out of that, and I have some of the yellow rice, but I'm gonna finish that off tomorrow. What I did decide to do is go ahead and make some more uh, French fried potatoes and they're over here. And basically, this batch is almost done. Uh, Went kind of thinner on them this time. They did fine last time. They were good. They were good, but I decided to, go ahead and finish off some of the potatoes. Now, this is a sea bass. This is a skin-on sea bass. I put it in this pan with, and it's maybe a little bit too soft. I'd rather have more. I'd rather have more sauce in the bottom of this pan uh, than not. So I always went a little more on this. And what I did was, this works with any sort of white fish. Really would work with any good fish that you could do on a stove like this. But this was a skin on. So I seared it on the bottom with the skin. Uh, Topped it with just a touch of Old Bay seasoning. You could pretty much find it anywhere if you can't. Any sort of, any sort of, lobster seasoning will do. Crab seasoning. Really, it's basically that, but it's a celery based uh, seasoning. And I sprinkled along the top, flipped it, seared it in the butter and oil, and then on low, and then flip them back over. And basically, yeah. So when it's done, this meat just kind of separates away from the bottom of the skin. So if you get some that are skin on like this, uh, and don't wrestle with trying to get them off while you're trying to cook. If you can, it's better to get the Chilean, the thick Chilean sea bass. Really works well for this. And then for the something else that I had to do. Now, this is something that I learned in a restaurant that I was working at, the White Lion Cafe in well, get some steam off of this. And this is done. So I'm going to turn the heat off and just let it rest and let this sauce thicken. They did it on a grill. They basically took the skirt steak and marinated it and put it in let it sit in a marinade, and took it out of the marinade and grilled it. And the way I learned it, see, this is a skirt steak, but when I learned about it in the restaurant, we called it Romanian tenderloin, which is another name for skirt steak. And let me give this a good flip and show you what's up. Just take a fork and flip it to get a good sear on it. You want to do this slowly. This is a cut of meat. It's very ribboned. It's got fat throughout. You can slice it. It makes a really good fajita meat if you want to do fajitas, tacos, anything like that. Especially with this very citrusy, mojo type marinade that I have on it. And what I used was that same. Well, let me show you. It's right here. I think I showed it the other day. But I have another bottle of it here. When I find something like this, I just love it. This is, they call it a carne asada. Basically, here's the ingredient listing for this video, which is water, of course, canola oil, distilled vinegar, so you got that very citrusy, orange juice concentrate, capitano seasoning, which is a variety of spices, and a lot of some more citric acid, a little bit of garlic. And so you want to go with what you would normally do, what you would normally marinate in, but marinate with if you want to marinate it with a, let me please turn down. Okay, all this can turn off while I finish. this video. Okay, so basically, yeah, very citrus marinade. And instead of me marinating it, I actually just put a little bit, I just poured some over because I was cooking really, really slow. And I actually used it as a cooking sauce. So I can save some of this and pour it over. It's a really, really good presentation to slice the steak and then pour some of the sauce over it. Also, when I put up some of this fish, if I want to take a little bit of the sauce and put over the fish for a touch more flavor, that's okay too, And then, of course, I'll have the French fries. And that's a really easy three-piece dinner. You actually could serve this in courses, throw a little salad together. You can have two courses if you want. And then, I don't know, whatever. But me, it's like I needed to clear off the fridge and get this stuff cooked. So I'm prepped for food for a couple of days. Okay, bon appetit, love and light. God bless. Good night.